Hello, I'm Miles, and welcome to the Bite Size Marketing Podcast. This is an episode in a series that aims to make marketing easy to understand and simple for businesses of any size to implement. I hope you enjoy.
Hello, and a very warm welcome to another Bite Size Marketing Chat with me, Miles from Miles Marketing. Now, where has March gone? We are right at the very end now, and today's subject is, do you promote your products enough? Now, I'm guessing that you're all going to say, yes, of course we promote our products. But today's session is meant to be maybe something of a reminder or a memory jogger for you, just to sort of check that you are, in fact, making sure that your products, especially your best sellers, are right at the heart of what you do and are visible to all that there needs to be. Now, I'm sporting a very jazzy red top today. I'm not quite sure whether the blue on red works or whether we're getting a bit of feedback on that, but I like it. New bit of merchandise. Right, so let's dive into it. I'm just going to check that we are indeed live on the Tinternet. Let's have a look. Yes, it does say that we are indeed live. So, a few people on it already. So, hello. If you have any questions at all, as normal, please pop them in the chat and we'll try and answer them. We'll try and answer them live on air. As usual, I've made some notes. If you see me looking down, that's what I am doing, just to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay. Do you promote your products enough? Now, today's session, I'm talking about products, not your company specifically. Okay. So just sort of bear that in mind. And are you promoting them as well as you could? And if you have more than one product, do you have a hierarchy in terms of what you give visibility to over others? So if you have more than one product, I would suggest that, you're going to have done some analysis, I suppose, but I'm going to say one of two things here. You must promote your best-selling products, as you've got to keep selling your best sellers, or you might choose to promote your most profitable product or service, right? The last thing to sort of think about is some people may well have a feeder product that feeds onto other products or services that are available. But I would say, in the whole, the main product I would advise you to promote the most would be your best sellers. Keep promoting your best sellers. There's a reason why they are best sellers. Okay, a little bit of a retail slant for you there. Hopefully today I'll try and give you a little bit of food for thought, and I've broken things down into 3 distinct sessions. So the first one is, your website or your social platforms. Then we're going to look at staff, and then we're going to look at customers. Okay, just to give you a little idea as to where we are. So the first thing I'm going to say about your website and your social media is, if you think about this in terms of a retail environment, they are your shop windows. Okay. Try and think about, when you walk into a shop on the high street, you walk past their shop window where they'll be trying to promote the latest items or their best sellers, what they want you to see. And when you walk through the store as well, think about the first thing that you see when you walk into the store. Again, that will have some sort of prominence to the way in which you flow around. And lastly, when you get doing the sort of physical analogy, but in the supermarkets or in the petrol stations, when you come towards the checkout, you'll have the chocolate and the chewing gum sort of close at hand. And try and think of your products like that, you know, your main flagship products, they're going to be seen front and center within your website. When you're looking at your detailed product page, they're top of the list. They're right there in front of people. And then think about, you know, showing people or reminding people or asking people about your sort of sundry products, the add-ons, the bolt-ons at the end of that sort of journey, if that makes sense. So be clear about the products that you offer. In terms of your website, be critical, think long and hard about the user experience or the user journey through your website. I've talked about this before, but make sure that it's not all about you and your company, because when people land on your web page, they're generally looking for something. They're looking for an answer to their problems, right? They're looking for a product or a service. So show them those products or service. Don't show them lots of, you know, lovely shots of you and the team and your facilities and how wonderful you are. Make it punchy. Think about it as a shop window, and think about what people put in a shop window to attract people's attention in real life, if you like, and do the same with your web page. How easy is it for people to find your products? And have you looked at the hierarchy when they do fall on your product or service page? Have you given more emphasis or more space, more retail space to your bestsellers? Have you included things like video along with your bestsellers? Like, make sure that really, you know, your key products have as much content and extra content available for people to consume as possible. Because really, you know, I'm trying to use the shop window walking into a shop. You know, you can try something on, or you can pick it up and you can feel it. You can't do that on the internet, but you can give people the best experience possible by showing them a video or a piece of audio or a nice picture or a schematic or a how-to, so on and so forth. Okay. So think about that experience. Have you made it easy to buy? So, you know, not all about, you know, do you promote your products enough, but have you made it easy for people to commit and actually to buy, to purchase? So make sure you include those call to actions. They're really, really important. You know, make it, don't hide it away. Make it obvious, right? And the other thing is, you know, have you really been utilizing the opportunity to capture people's data and then to remarket to them on your website? So, you know, you have to ask the question. All right. So when someone's on your web page, you know, there's nothing wrong with when they go to leave it, asking them if they want to subscribe to your newsletter, or on the product page, asking them to, you know, register their details for more updates or fresh content, or, you know, do they want a discount? Click on your, enter your email and we'll send you a discount code off your first purchase. Make sure you're using all of these little tools to promote your products more through your websites. And once you've got people's email details, get them into your CRM, and then you can send them regular newsletters. You know, you can get them on your email list to communicate with them regularly and often. Think about producing, you know, nice, easy ways in which people can get onto your website and convert. So in the real world, think about having QR codes on your communication that will allow people to scan it and to go directly to your product page, Or even better, get them to go to a landing page where there's no other clutter apart from the call to action to get them to buy in to that particular product or service. Okay, that was the web. I would say it's web stroke social. So again, have a look at your social media platforms. Have you made sure that on Instagram you've got your shop there? Are you making sure when you post you're reverting things back to your shop? Well, it doesn't matter which platform it is. Make sure that your products are front and center and that you talk about them on a regular basis. Don't be afraid to sort of push and talk about your products. Be proud of them, right? That it's part of what you're there to do. So not only would you potentially have a social campaign where you're sharing the love and all the experiences that everyone goes through each week, but make sure you get some product posts in there to remind people of the products and services that you offer. Now, your staff, we're going to come on to your staff. And this is one of the ways in which I think a lot of companies drop the ball here. And because they are surmising that their staff, of course, know all about their products and services and chat about them at every opportunity. Well, business owners, I've got a little secret for you. Your staff are busy wondering about other stuff. All right. You need to make it as easy and simple to digest, and you need to tell them remind them regularly and often about your products and services. They've got their mind on other stuff, all right? Just because you think about your business all day long, your staff don't. So it's really important that you do a number of things. The first thing is that you give your staff regular training and regular detailed training on all of your products and services. Maybe it's a good idea to have a weekly or a monthly focus. Make sure that you're briefing down on a regular basis exactly what it is you're expecting your staff to be promoting and selling. Think about the literature that they have to hand when they're interfacing with your customers. You know, if you've got salespeople, of course, you're going to be giving them sales tools, but make sure you're giving them something to leave behind with their customers or potential customers or their leads. That really does explain your products and services. And this is where you can, get involved with QR codes. A really nice, maybe some food for thought, but a really nice touch this week is I sent a birthday card to my sister on Moonpig. There are other digital card services available, but one of their new functions is that you can upload a video and they print a QR code inside the card, and then the recipient's able to scan it and able to view a little video that you sent. So again, that's just using technology, if you like, to again bring things to life, right? A two-dimensional card has all of a sudden burst into life with a very much a video, if you like, from me. I mean, who wouldn't want a video from me, especially on their birthday? All right. So think about making it nice and easy for people to interact with your products and services. Give your sales team, and don't forget about the people out on the road. So you may well have sales representatives, but maybe you've got service people that are out there maintaining and servicing kit and equipment. Well, don't forget about them. Just because they're going into service a piece of machinery that's out and about, make sure that they too are trained on all of the products and services, and make sure that they have things to leave with your, and I'm going to say at this stage, existing customers. Think about uniform, right? Think about merchandise. Does your staff, do they have uniform? Think about maybe branding it up with one of your best sellers, if you like. All right, think about that. I'll come back to utilizing your staff on social platforms in a second. Share the performance of the products and services with your team, because what I'm going to say here is it's really important that everybody within your business understands the importance of different products, because they may have a perception about a product or service and they may well not understand fully why you're pushing this particular product and service. So maybe explaining to them that, this is a leader product. If someone comes on board with us with this, it means, according to the stats, that 7 out of 10 customers will go on to purchase something else further on down the line. Or maybe because this product is our most profitable product. Okay. The more information that your staff get, especially about performance and the rationale behind your instructions, the more likely they are to get behind them and promote them, because they understand the why, right? We've spoken about that before. Merchandise. I mean, I've got a branded top on, but, think about plastering your bestsellers onto mugs or pens or, notepads, all of that sort of fun stuff. So it's there to constantly remind them, because I'm telling you, the staff, as much as you think all they do with their work is think about your company and how much they can promote it. They're not. Okay. Make it really easy for them to absorb the main messages that you want to get across. So think about, doing events, launches, and pushing those main products within them. Think about your stationery, does the service operator have some kind of checklist that they have to check off and leave with the customer? Well, that's an opportunity, right? If you're having to sort of fill out a form and leave a counterfoil with the customer to say something's been done, make sure on there's some kind of promotional marketing about another product or service or signing up for something. Right, and the last one here, it reverts back to the social media, but it is staff related. So it's getting your staff involved in the social media, and specifically I'm going to say here LinkedIn, because as a business owner on LinkedIn, you are pretty much restricted to promote your products and services across your own connections. But of course, with your staff, they come with their own connections. So I would encourage you very much to incorporate your staff in your social media campaigns. So get them to follow your company page, and you can identify that they are staff that work with your company on the company page, but maybe they've got a specialism. So I would urge you as the business owner to promote them and their specialism through your business page. And I don't mean them you posting on your business page about them and how special they are and what they can do, but maybe give them some tools to help them create a post that they can share on their platform, and you can reshare that to your platform and your business's platform to promote them, making them the hero. Now, I can hear a lot of you sort of thinking, but Miles, if I help sort of raise the profile of my employees, then they're going to get snapped up and they're going to go and work somewhere else. Well, if that's the case, then they're probably not happy with where they work in the first place, right? But I'm going to say to you, if you elevate them, then and you do a good job of being a good boss, then there can only be positive things that fall out of that. Okay, so utilizing your team to promote themselves and in turn your products and services will widen your network. And especially with LinkedIn business pages, you can only invite people through your connections to follow your business pages. And if you so wished, you could get other members of staff to be also, what's the word I'm looking for? Administrators on your page, and then they can invite their connections to follow their page. And then, you can do things like regular newsletters through the pages. One of my clients, right, we have got more subscribers to the company newsletter than we have on the email database, right? So this is people that have said, yes, I am interested in this company and I want to see subsequent newsletters. So just think about that. Right, customers. Come to the last bit now. So customers. And again, do you promote your products enough? Are you using all of the tools that are available to you? Are you using a CRM, customer relationship management system? You can get free versions of these on the internet. There's so many to choose from, right? Find one that suits you. But if you haven't already, start building your database. Right? You can then use it for regular email marketing. You can use it for newsletters. If you're capturing addresses, you can send them something in the post. Now, direct mail got a little bit of a bad rep maybe 15, 20 years ago, where all and sundry was flying through the post box every 2 seconds, but that's reduced now. So there's an opportunity there to send someone some direct mail, and they potentially will pay more attention to it because it's not lost in the mire. Think about offers. Think about special deals. Think about exclusivity. Once you've got a customer, it's so much easier to have a regular conversation with them and introduce them to more products and services. So, are you utilizing your current database enough? Are you sweating that asset, if you like? And I'd suggest maybe the majority of you aren't. You're really hungry on getting new customers, getting new customers, getting new customers. Are you getting enough out of your current customers? Think about some of the traditional things. When was the last time you picked up the phone and spoke to one of your customers? Now, this may not be appropriate, right? I'm not saying it is for everyone, but if you've got a personal service kind of business, when was the last time you picked the phone up and actually had a chat with one of your customers? Have you thought about, all right, it may be a bit cliched. I'm not saying like do the birthday card thing, but things like extended warranties or anniversaries or linking it in with a promotion, sort of irregular contact with your customers is important. Service reminders. Okay. A lot of companies out there, they need to be servicing their products that maybe are in people's homes on an annual basis. So reminding people in plenty of time about the service agreements that you may have to put in place. And the last thing is, maybe think about some, and I refer to this as bragging point of sale, right? Think about something that'll have some dwell time, and think, maybe your company offers some really good environmental benefits. Maybe you save carbon dioxide in the product or service that you offer. So maybe sending them something which will have some dwell time on their coffee table. So when Mrs. Jones comes around, she's like, oh, what's all this? And it's like, oh, well, we've saved so-and-so and so-and-so by having this product or service, right? Make it easy. Okay, now I'm going to summarize. So in terms of do you promote your products enough? The main message here is to have a little review, look at it with fresh eyes. Are you really getting the most out of promoting all of your products and services across the board? So think about your website. Is it easy to find your products and services on your website? Are they front and center? Are your best sellers taking up the most space, if you like, the retail space on your website? And your social media, how often do you remind people about the products and services you offer? Look, this has been a good reminder for me. I need to remind people more often about the products and services I offer. Bite size. Your staff, all right, make sure that they know exactly what products and services you offer. Make sure that they've got all of the information to hand, and that they are understanding of your full range, and make sure you do that sort of training on a regular basis, and that you provide them with the tools to be able to promote your products for you. And lastly, the customers. Are you getting the most out of your new and your existing customers? Are you making them aware of your full offering? Just give that a little bit of a review. It won't take too long to do, and you might find that you've just sort of missed a few things and they've fallen through the gaps. Okay, so there we are. I don't think we've had any questions today. I'm not sure if that's ever a good or a bad thing, but I'm going to take it as a good thing, right? I've answered all of the relevant points. So there we go. That was how. So do you promote your products enough? We've got an action-packed April. I'm just looking at the board. We've got Steve talking about the metaverse coming up. And of course, every single Tuesday at 12:30, I'll come on and share a little bit more of my marketing. I was going to say wisdom. Who knows? Who knows? I'll blow my own trumpet. Hey, well, there we go. That's another video altogether. Right. I hope you've had fun. If you do have any questions when we go off air, then please catch up with me on WhatsApp or through an email, and I'll be happy to help. But until next time, ta-ta for now.
Thank you so much indeed for listening to this bite-sized podcast. If you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to contact me. You can email me on miles@milesmarketing, all one word, .co.uk. Or why don't you send me an inappropriate GIF? You can do that on WhatsApp. It's +44 754 069 5785. And however you get in touch, please do let me know what you think of the podcast. Let me know if you put any of these tips into action and what the outcome was. So I hope you have enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.